Hello guys, I have made video for you. This is the educational video as a part of anatomy and physiology. If you like my video, then please subscribe my channel and like the video. Thank you. Hello guys, I Shraddha Gajar and today I am going to teach you about the adrenal glands in endocrine system. First, we will see the introduction, or we can say the anatomy and physiology. Adrenal glands also called as a suprarenal glands because it is located on the kidney, both side kidney. So we can say suprarenal glands. There are two adrenal glands, okay, in upper side of the both kidney. Where it is located? So location is, it is situated on the upper pole of the each kidney. Size is 4 cm long and 3 cm thick. It has two parts. First, outer part, that is the cortex. You can see in the figure, that is outer part, that is the cortex, and inner part, that is the medulla. So it has two parts, cortex and medulla. Outer part, that is the cortex. You can remember like the core part, that is the cortex, and inner part, that is, or middle part, that is the medulla. So cortex means core part, medulla, that is the middle part. So these two parts are there. The adrenal cortex is essential for the life, but medulla is sometimes not. Okay. Now we'll see the blood supply of the suprarenal gland or adrenal gland. The arterial blood supply, that is branches from the abdominal aorta and the renal artery. Okay. The venous drainage, that is the suprarenal veins. The right gland drains into the inferior vena cava, and left side, that will be drain into the left renal vein. So these are the blood supply of the adrenal gland. Now we'll see the part of the adrenal gland, that is the cortex and medulla. First, that is the adrenal cortex, that is the core part, means outer side of the adrenal gland. It produces three hormone, which three hormone? Glucocorticoids, mineralocorticoids, and sex hormone, that is the androgens. Okay, three hormones produced by the cortex, that is glucocorticoids, mineralocorticoids, and sex hormone, we can say androgens. These are collectively called the adrenocorticoids. Okay, the cortex hormone is called as a adrenocorticoids. Now we will see in detail. First one is a glucocorticoids. In that, cortisol, corticosterone, and cortisone. These three hormones are the main glucocorticoids. Okay, cortisol, corticosterone, and cortisone. They are essential for life in regulating metabolism and stress. They are high in between 4 to 8 am and lowest between midnight at 3 am. Okay. Now you can see in the figure, hypothalamus has the releasing factor. They release the ACTH releasing hormone from the, and they trigger the ACTH. The anterior pituitary lobe will secrete the ACTH. They goes into the blood, then reach to the adrenal gland, especially in the adrenal cortex, and they will release the cortisol. So these are the channel or pathophysiology of the hormone. The effects: gluconeogenesis, it is a formation of new sugar, and lipolysis, that is the breakdown of the triglyceride into fatty acid and glycerol for energy production. So this is the main process, that is the gluconeogenesis and the lipolysis. In pathophysiology and pharmacology, it has action of the anti-inflammatory action, then suppress the immune response, then suppress the response of tissue to injury, and delay the wound healing. These are the action of the hormone. Now second hormone, that is the mineralocorticoids, or we can say aldosterone. The aldosterone is the main mineralocorticoids and it maintains the water and electrolyte balance in our body. Third one, that is the sex hormone, or we can say androgens. Androgens are the main sex hormones. They also contribute to the onset of the puberty. Okay, at the time of the puberty, they contribute their action. Androgens in the ovary, they are important both in male and female. Okay, in female there is the ovary and production of the estrogen and progesterone, while in male there is testes and they produce the testosterone. Now we'll see the disorder of the adrenal cortex. First one is a Cushing syndrome, or we can say Cushing syndrome. It is caused due to the hypersecretion of the glucocorticoids. Okay, in this condition there will be hypersecretion of the glucocorticoids. You can see figure what is the sign and symptom or clinical features of the Cushing syndrome. First one is a pain in face, neck and abdomen, pathological fractures, diminished protein synthesis, suppression of growth, hypertension, menstrual disturbance in females, peptic ulcers. So these are the symptoms of the Cushing syndrome. Now second disease condition, that is the Conn's syndrome. Okay, these occur due to the excessive secretion of the mineralocorticoids. Okay, it is usually caused by the tumor affecting only one adrenal gland. Okay, they cause one tumor in the adrenal gland. Now third disease, that is the Addison's disease. These occur due to the hyposecretion or decrease amount of the glucocorticoids and the mineralocorticoids. They caused by the autoimmune disease. Okay, this is the autoimmune disease. You can see the effects, or we can say the clinical features. That is, you can see in the figure how patient will see muscle weakness, vomiting and diarrhea, tiredness and lethargic, mental confusion, low blood volume, hypotension and loss of body hairs in women. So these are the features. Now we will see the second part, that is the adrenal medulla. Medulla, that is the middle portion or inner portion of the adrenal gland. It is surrounded by the cortex. It produces two hormones, that is the adrenaline and noradrenaline. Now adrenaline and noradrenaline, or we can say epinephrine and norepinephrine, they are the same. Noradrenaline and adrenaline are essential and released into the blood. They are structurally very similar and have similar effect. Together they potentiate by the increasing heart rate, increasing blood pressure, increasing metabolic rate, and dilating the pupils. So these are the action or effects of the adrenaline and noradrenaline in our body. Now we'll see the disorder of the adrenal medulla. The effects of the excess adrenaline and noradrenaline are hypertension, hyperglycemia, means increase the blood sugar level into the blood, raised metabolic rate, nervousness and the headache. So these are the conditions occur due to the excessive amount of the adrenaline and noradrenaline. So guys, I have completed my topic, that is the adrenal gland, or we can say the suprarenal glands. Now if you have any query, any question, you can ask me and you can comment me in comment box. Before that, don't forget to like and share the video and subscribe my channels. Thank you guys.